Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous and Elite Dangerous Odyssey. So, it's all coming down to this. Frontier have released their official Elite Dangerous Odyssey trailer, which we're going to take a little look at in slow motion, and why not? Certainly everyone's getting quite excited about it and getting quite eager to see what it's going to be like in full release. Never mind the alpha we've just been to. So let's take a look at it in slow motion. Okay, so straight off the bat we're getting some idea of the planetary technology that we're going to be seeing inside the game. All this done with in-game footage as well. One of the first things that struck me is the lighting and the shadow effects. Something that, you know, wasn't quite tuned in when we saw the alpha. And the lighting is sort of like picked up in this aspect as well. Look at the shadowing against the planets and the planetary rings. Absolutely great. And you're getting a little glimpse at some of the planetary technology. Look at these boulders, the cracks on the floor as well. A little bit of fauna off to the right hand side. Nice sun in the background. That's a picture postcard if ever I saw it. Wish you were here, and we will be later on this week. Well, with any luck anyway. Sorry, console commanders. Gotta keep saying sorry to you guys. So again, another nice planet. Good bit of shadowing overhead. You know, that was a crate. Was that the shadow from the crate? I'm not entirely sure. So they really are showcasing the planetary technology, which is going to be a big aspect of this. And what we saw as well in the announcement earlier on today is that Frontier are going to be giving the planetary technology and graphical enhancements after to all Horizons players once the console version has been released. There's a big thing as well in showcasing, in my aspect of this, all the settlements. I mean, the first person shooter aspect of this is going to be absolute key, and they have to get it right. The graphics are certainly look very, very crisp on this as well, you know. I mean, a lot of it was shrouded in darkness. Just look at the texturing and the shading there. I think, you know, they really have sort of stepped it up. And of course, we didn't see much shading and colour in the alpha really. It was all very dark. At least I thought it was anyway. Showcasing the planetary tech, that's what we've seen so far, and you know, does look wonderful. Now we actually get to see a ship. We've got a Mamba. Now, is this a Mamba or is this Mamba Light people have been going on about in the community? Who knows? But on approach to a station, there's the same Mamba. Little bit of continuity as well as we're going through this trailer, which is good. And you can see it coming over the nice reflection we've seen also on the glass as the ship flies over it. And again, we've got the bar and the waiting rooms. Slightly different layout, or a different angle we saw that, to be perfectly honest. I hadn't seen that angle before. And here we've got our commander going on towards, looks like a Sidewinder that was. And then of course we've got some of the other Alliance ships as well. So as mean as a showcase trailer, it's exactly what it is. We're seeing an awful lot of the aspects that we saw in the alpha. So far, absolutely no surprises. I mean, in regards to the fauna that we're going to see on planets and the sampler, the little sampler scanner that we've had, we know the gameplay on that has changed. To what extent, we don't really know. We are given a brief glimpse at this a little bit later on in the trailer, but you know, there are going to be more species of plants. Here's an SRV, no new SRV there so far, but you know, two trundling along a planet. And here we are up close and personal with a bit of fauna. He's got his sampler out, and there you go. There's a sweeping sample in sample mode. And hopefully they've got rid of that annoying mini game as well. So a lot of fauna that we haven't seen because we were quite limited in regards to the alpha. And hopefully everyone's going to go out there and do a good bit of sampling. Not sure if it's really my bag, but we'll give it a go anyway. So we've got different aspects of stations and outposts. Footprints on the floor, if you can see that, just by our commander as he's going off to peer over this mountainside to draw his gun and then start a ground assault. And we've got people in each of the suits. Got a crashed SRV. Now we've seen this on a planet as a good in-game set piece. You can gain materials from that by cutting open some of the SRV patches, which is really important. Of course, we've got the settle alarms as well, the panels. The panels were disabled in the latter parts of the alpha. And I'm quite looking forward to going in there and being able to vent all the atmosphere in buildings and turning turrets off as well. We're getting a glimpse now at the plasma weapon. I mean, the plasma weapons do seem to be the weapon of choice everyone was saying about, because the NPCs were wielding them with such sort of like ferocious accuracy during the alpha. Everybody wanted to get their hands on one. We've got cutting into cupboards, picking up all the materials as well we're going to need for engineering of our suits and weapons. Turning power on, turning power off. All those espionage aspects of the game that I've been looking forward to. And I've been missing since the alpha finished. We really are lacking a few things though, aren't we? Like, a multi-crew SRV, that sort of thing, so you can have it waiting round the corner to pick you and your buddies up. The dreaded fire inside stations. And here's a guy busting a rocket off against that vulture. And grenades, and we all know how much I love grenades in this game. Hopefully the balance between weapons and ships and grenades has been balanced out, because some of that was a little bit lacking in the alpha. But that's what alphas are for. Nice good shot there of a Federation corvette flying overhead. And then a Cobra flying over as well. So all in all, quite a good advert for the game, I think, to be perfectly honest. I think it's touched on virtually every aspect that's new and they want to showcase. And what more could we possibly ask for? Obviously, Frontier must have something up their sleeve, or sleeves, is it plural? And I hope they do, and hopefully it'll get released over time for the next couple of months as well, so not to spoil the surprise for all the console commanders. But either way, that was the Elite Dangerous Odyssey official trailer and my thoughts on this. Hope you enjoyed it. What do you think? Put it in the comments. I'm quite interested to see what other people think about all this. Not long to go now, eh? Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and look out for more videos in the series. Take care and I'll see you soon.